Hi everyone, welcome back. I have a little bit of a longer practice for you today, which is going to be mostly focused on strengthening and toning the body. So we will have a little bit of ab strengthening work as well as some balancing, but just generally a nice, well-rounded flow. As usual, I will give different options for different levels, so please just listen to your body. And we're going to get started lying on our backs. So just take a moment to get nice and settled onto your mat. Let your hands and feet become heavy. Relax the shoulders and just start to notice if there are any areas that you are naturally holding on to tension. And see if you can just start to soften those spaces down into the mat. So just giving yourself these few moments to arrive into your space. Become aware of any sensations going on in the body, and allow your breath to start to slow down and come to a steady rhythm. We're going to start moving here and straight away coming into just a nice twist for the lower spine. So as you inhale, start to bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet on the mat, and then we're going to raise the arms up and overhead, bending the elbows into cactus arms, and just allow the knees to drop to the left side as you look to the right. Try to keep both shoulders rooted down to the mat and just let the legs be heavy. So try not to hold them in place, just allow yourself to soften into this shape. So gently releasing the lower back. If this is too much, then just take your gaze in the same direction as your knees rather than looking to the right side. Take one more round of breath. And then inhale, slowly guide your knees back through center. And as you exhale, allow them to drop to the right as you look to the left side. So same thing here, relaxing both shoulders down into the mat. Let your legs just become heavy. And try and keep that steady rhythm of breath going. So as much as you can, inhaling the same length as your exhales. Take one more round of breath. And then inhale, slowly guide your knees back through center. Lift the feet up and just hug the knees up and over the chest. Just take a gentle rock from side to side or some small circles of the lower hips. From here, we're coming straight into some ab work. So dropping your feet down to the floor, keep the knees bent. You're going to bring the arms up and overhead, elbows nice and wide. As you inhale, lift up to a crunch, and exhale, come back down. So we're going to pick up the pace a little as I'm doing here. So keeping the elbows nice and wide, we're just coming up and down. Try to lift your shoulder blades up off the mat. Keep this going. We've just got a few more rounds. Try and keep your breath nice and steady, and then release, hug the knees up and over the chest, and take that gentle rock from side to side. One more inhale, and then exhale the feet down, lift up once again. We're going to come into heel taps. So imagine you're trying to touch your heels either side. So as I'm doing here, moving side to side, try to keep the shoulder blades up off the floor, and you're really drawing navel to spine to keep the core engaged. Take a few more rounds. Again, focus on your breath. And then as you exhale, slowly come back down, hug the knees in once again. Take that gentle rock from side to side. This time from here, we're going to release the arms, extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Bring the hands behind the back of the neck, and then inhale, reaching to opposite sides of the ankles. So you're lifting the shoulder blades up, reaching to either side, again drawing the abdominals in, so you're keeping them engaged. Doesn't really matter what goes on with the legs, so don't worry if they're not super straight. Just keep this going from side to side. Keep that steady rhythm with your breath. Keep drawing navel to spine. Just a few more rounds. And then exhale, release. Just take a gentle rock of the knees from side to side. We've just got one more round of these exercises, so stick with it. Hands down by your sides. Extend the legs up, and then we're just going to crisscross the feet from either side. So you're making a slight angle with the legs, so you should feel the core start to turn on. Try to keep your lower back stamping down to the mat. Relax the shoulders, just keep this going. So you're keeping a nice steady rhythm with your breath, with the legs. Keep the lower back stamping down. Take one more round here. And then exhale, all done. Hug the knees into the chest. Well done. I know we're starting strong quite early. Bring your hands behind the back of your thighs now and just take a nice rock forwards and backwards the length of the spine. So it's a nice little massage for the back. We're going to do this 1, 2, or 3 times, and on the last time we're going to make our way up to a squat at the top of our mat. So don't worry if you can't quite make it. On the last time we're going to come all the way up, so if you can land on your feet. If you can't, don't worry, try and use the hands to help you. Lift the heels. And then bring the palms together. If you can drop the heels down to the floor, that's fine, but don't worry about it if you can't. Coming into a yoga squat at the top of your mat. Try to push the elbows into the inner edges of the knees to draw the hips apart, or hands can stay down onto the floor. One more inhale, and then exhale, release the hands, lift the hips and heel toe the feet together, come down into your forward fold. Relax the shoulders, bend the knees as much as you need to, and just give the head a little shake, yes and no, release any tension. Just feel into that stretch in the backs of the legs and the sides of the body. Take one more round of breath. And then as you inhale, we'll slowly start to take a bend into the knees to rise up through standing, bring palms to touch. As you exhale, cactus out the arms, so bend the elbows, look up, open the chest. Inhale, reach the arms back up, and exhale, soften down into your fold. As you inhale from here, we're going to slide the palms to the shins, find flat back position. Exhale, try and keep that length in the spine and soften back forward to your fold. Inhale, rise through standing, look up to the thumbs, palms touch. Exhale, cactus out the arms, open through the chest. Inhale, reach up, lengthen the sides of the body, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine, crown of the head extends forward. Exhale, forward fold once again. Inhale, rise up through standing, last one of these. Exhale, cactus out the arms, open the chest. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, soften forward into your fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back position, halfway lift, and exhale, folding all the way down. Inhale, rise up through standing, bring palms to touch. Exhale, bring the hands down in front of the chest. On your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead, bring the palms to touch, and then exhale, sink the hips down into chair pose. Your arms are still reaching up, relax the shoulders back away from the ears, and try and tuck the tailbone under so it's lengthening towards the floor. Try not to keep an arch in your lower back. Either stay here or for a bit more fire in the thighs, take a gentle pulse. Keep focusing on your breath, draw the belly in. Just one more round of breath here, keep with it. Inhale, lifting up, straighten the legs, and exhale down into your fold. Inhale, flat back position, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, plant the palms and step your right foot back, followed by the left to a plank position. Inhale, find a straight line with the body, and then exhale, knees, chest and chin come to the floor, squeeze your elbows into your sides. Inhale through to your back bend. Exhale, lower, curl the toes under, press back through all fours and then straight up to your downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here, pedaling out through the feet, bending through the knees, walking out through the heels and rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, look up to the hands, take a slow walk up to the top of your mat, flat back position. Exhale down to your fold. Inhale, rise through standing, bring palms to touch, look up. Exhale, we're coming straight back forward, so taking a few rounds of sun salutations. Inhale, flat back position, palms to shins. Exhale, fold, plant the palms and step it back to your plank. Inhale to find that straight line. And then exhale, lower either knees, chest, chin as we just did, or chaturanga if it's in your practice. Inhale to your back bend and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up to the hands. This time either repeat that walk or step forward, find your flat back position, palms to shins or fingertips on floor. Exhale down into your fold. Inhale, rise up through standing, bring palms to touch. Exhale, slowly soften forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhale through to your back bend. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, whenever you're ready, look up to the hands, walk, step or jump, maybe towards the top of your mat. Flat back position, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, rise through standing, bring palms to touch. And then as you exhale, we're going to come back into that chair pose. So bend the knees, roll the shoulders back, lengthen your tailbone down. Inhale, palms together. And then exhale, we're going to twist towards the right side. So your left elbow comes on your right thigh. Press your right palm down into your left. So you're moving the middle of the chest up towards the thumbs. Try and keep that nice twist. We're going to come into a transition. So look down towards your right foot. As you inhale, step the left foot back, so we're in a twisted high lunge. Keep pressing through the palms so you're rotating the chest. On your next inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, so we're coming into a regular high lunge. As you exhale, sink the hips to relax into this pose. Make sure that your front knee isn't passing the ankle and you're really drawing the belly in. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, lean forward so belly hovers over the right thigh, send the fingertips back. Inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to do that twice more. Exhale, lean, fingertips back. Inhale, reaching up, stay strong in the legs. Exhale, leaning forward, fingertips back. Inhale, reach all the way back up to your lunge. This time as you exhale, spin the back heel down. Bring your hands to interlace behind your lower back, so warrior one legs, and slowly soften forward into humble warrior. So you're bringing the outer edge of your right shoulder into the inner edge of your left knee. Try to really press down through the outer edge of the left foot, and then just allow the head to be heavy, lifting the arms up. Squeeze your right knee through center, take one more round of breath. And then inhale, lifting back up, lift the back heel, reach the arms up high, back to your high lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, frame the front foot. Inhale, step back to your plank, and exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale through to your back bend, and exhale to your downward facing dog. Again, just take a few deep breaths here. We're going to take this over to the other side. So inhale, walk, step, or jump forward. Flat back position, halfway lift. Exhale, down to your fold. Inhale, rise through standing, bring palms to touch. Exhale, down into your chair pose. Relax the shoulders as you inhale to bring the palms together. As you exhale, we're going to take our twist to the left side. So right elbow comes onto left thigh this time. Just watch that your knees are in line with each other. Keep pressing the palms together. Take one more inhale, look down towards your left foot, and then exhale, step your right foot back so you're in a twisted high lunge. Again, keep the pressure in the palms, so you want to keep that rotation in the chest. One more round of breath. Inhale, reach the arms up, becoming to a high lunge towards the front of the mat. Exhale, sink the hips, relax the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen the sides of the body, keep that steady rhythm of breath going. And then exhale, slowly lean forward so the belly hovers above the thigh and the fingertips go back behind you. Inhale, strong in the legs, reach the arms all the way back up. Exhale, lean forward, send the fingertips back. Last one of those. Inhale, reaching up, lengthen the sides of the body. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, reach the arms up, plant the back heel, warrior one. As you exhale, interlace the fingers behind your back. Try and do the opposite thumb on top this time. And then slowly soften forward into humble warrior. The arms lift up as you allow the body to come down. Again, squeeze your left knee into center so it's not drifting out to the side. And really press down through the outer edge of the right foot. With each inhale, see if you can lift the arms a little bit higher. One more round of breath. And then inhale, slowly lift up, release the hands, lift the back heel. As you exhale, hands come down. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here. Well done, guys. Try and stick with the breath. Keep going. Inhale, step forward, flat back position. Exhale, slowly lower. This time as you inhale, we're going to lift up. Lift your right foot up off the floor and bend the knee so it's in line with the hip. Find your balance, relax the shoulders, draw the belly in. Option to stay here, otherwise extend the right leg forward, but try not to lean back, so really use your core. Inhale, and then exhale, we're going to send it back to a warrior three. Reach the arms back behind you. Hold it here, keep that nice straight line with the body, and then exhale, step the right foot all the way back to your high lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, sink the hips, again watching that the front knee doesn't pass the ankle. Take one more inhale, find length in the sides of the body. And then as you exhale, we're going to lean forward once again, sending the arms back, but we're going to hold here. So the belly is hovering above the thigh. You're pulling the shoulder blades onto the back to find space. Really strengthen through the legs, so squeeze the inner thighs together. One more round of breath. And then inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up. As you exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. As you inhale, pull your left hip back, roll the shoulders back, and then slowly soften forward over the leg as you exhale. So we're finding a nice stretch in the left leg. Keep pulling your left hip back, relax the shoulders, and just breathe into this stretch. Your back heel can be lifted, or you can plant it if you prefer, so it's a variation on a pyramid pose. As you inhale, slowly lift up, come back onto the fingertips, and then exhale, spin your back heel down. Your right fingertips stay down onto the floor, and you're reaching your left arm up. So we're coming into a kind of twisted triangle. Try and stack the shoulders and really press the floor away with that right hand. Press evenly into the outer edge of the back foot as you are into the front foot. One more inhale. And then exhale, your left hand's going to come down to meet your right. Walk the hands round towards the right side of your mat and turn the left toes in. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and then exhale, walk the hands back so you're in a forward fold, a wide-legged forward fold. Relax the shoulders and really press through the outer edges of the feet, so try not to collapse into the arches. Take a few deep breaths here, so with each exhale, see if there's space to soften into the fold a little bit more. And again, don't worry about how far you come here, just finding that nice stretch is good enough. Take a few more rounds of breath. And then on your next inhale, lift the head up, walk the fingertips forward so you're finding a flat back position. Your left hand stays down and your right arm reaches up, you're finding a twist. Either stay here with the right arm lifted, otherwise you can find the bind and bring the back of the right hand to the left side of the lower back. Either way, pull the right shoulder back so you're trying to stack the shoulders and keep the hips nice and central. Inhale to reach the right arm back up. And as you exhale, you're going to walk both hands around to frame the front foot, lift the back heel. Inhale back to your plank, and exhale, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Move through your flow. Inhale to your back bend, and exhale to your downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here. We're going to move over to the other side, so as you inhale, walk a step forward, flat back position at the top of your mat. Exhale, soften down to your fold. Inhale, rise through standing. As you do, lifting your left foot up, bend the knee, flex the toes back, and the knee is in line with the hip. Either stay here or straighten the leg out in front of you, draw the belly in. One more inhale, and then exhale, send the left leg all the way back to your warrior three. Your fingertips reach towards the back of the mat. Roll the shoulder blades onto the back to open the chest. One more inhale. And then exhale, step the left foot all the way back, coming into your high lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, soften the hips, relax the shoulders. Inhale, keep reaching up. And then exhale, leaning forward, send the fingertips back. Hold here. So you're finding strength in the legs. Hover the belly above the thigh. Keep pulling your shoulder blades together and your gaze is slightly forward, so back of the neck is long. One more round of breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Reach for the reach for the sky with the fingertips. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, pull your right hip back. Find that stretch as you exhale and soften forward over the leg. Try and pull your right hip back as you come forward. And you don't have to come all the way down. You can also bend into the right knee if you need to, particularly if you're quite tight in the hamstrings. Soften through the back of the body. Take one more round of breath. And then inhale, lifting up onto fingertips, we'll plant the back heel. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches up. So we're coming to that twisted triangle. Try and stack the shoulders and really press away with that left hand. So if you need a block under your left hand, that's absolutely fine. If you don't have a block, maybe use a book or something. So you want the shoulders to be more or less stacked. One more inhale. And exhale, right hand comes down. You're walking your hands around towards the left side of the mat. Turn your right toes in. This time we're going to bring the hands to the hips. And then inhale, come all the way up and turn your heels in and your toes out. Reach the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees. So we're coming into a yoga squat. Draw the belly in, relax the shoulders. One more round of breath here, strong in the legs. And then inhale, reach the arms up, turn the heels out. And exhale, swan dive forward into your fold. If you would like to, you can catch the outer edges of your feet as I'm doing here. Otherwise, just bring fingertips to the mat and soften into your fold, however works for you. Again, you're using your breath. So each exhale, see if there's space to soften in that little bit more. On your next inhale, slowly lift that head up, walk the fingertips forward, find flat back. Right hand stays down this time, left arm reaches up, so you're twisting towards the left side of the room. Either stay here with your left hand, otherwise back of the hand can come to the right side of the lower back as we did before. So you're opening up through the chest. One more inhale and then exhale, bring your left hand down to meet the right. Frame the front foot, lift the back heel and step back to your plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin or chaturanga, moving through your flow. You can skip these whenever you want to and just come back to your down dog. So we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Just take a few deep breaths here. So again, making those small movements back into the body. Roll the shoulders back. On your next inhale, we're going to raise the right leg up to the sky, come to your three-legged dog. As you exhale, look forward towards the hands. We're going to shift forward as if we're coming into a plank and just hover the right knee by the right elbow. Inhale, extend the leg back up to your three-legged dog. And then exhale, forward again. Tap right knee to right elbow. Draw the belly in. We're strengthening the core. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward as if you're tapping the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale here. And then exhale, bring it down just to hover above the mat by the wrist. Inhale, pull it back up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lifting back up. Exhale, lower, last one, I promise. Inhale, lift that leg back up. And then exhale, bring your right knee behind your right wrist, right ankle towards your left wrist. We're coming into pigeon pose. So extend your left leg back behind you, walk the fingertips back towards you. And just make sure that you're even on both hips, so you're not leaning onto the right side more than the left. And then either stay upright, or you can start to walk the hands forward, coming down either onto forearms, or you can come all the way down if that's normally in your practice. Just try to relax the shoulders. And if you can, see if you can lean slightly towards the left side. So you want to feel a nice stretch on the outer edge of your right hip. You shouldn't be feeling anything in your right knee. So if that's the case, then move your left ankle back a bit. And if you still feel something in your knee, then please come out of the pose because you shouldn't be straining the knee joint at all. Just take a few more rounds of breath here. Allow yourself to really sink into it as much as you can. And then on your next inhale, we're slowly going to come back out. So lifting up if you're folded forward, coming back onto the hands. Tuck the back toes under and just move your left knee forward a little bit. And then from here, we're going to lift the left knee completely and slide your right foot off the left side of your mat. Lift your left arm up, so we're coming into our fallen triangle position. You can either stay here, or for more of a challenge, plant your back heel and lift your right foot up off the floor. Keep lifting your left arm up. You're trying to stack the shoulders. Inhale here, and then exhale, bring your left hand down. Option to keep your right leg lifted as you come into a one-legged chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend and exhale to your downward facing dog. If that made no sense, please don't worry. Just do what you can and make your way back to down dog. I'm trying to give options for everyone, so just do what feels best for you. Okay, we're going to take it to the other side. So inhale, raise your left leg up and back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, shift forward to your plank. We're going to tap your left knee to your left elbow. So same thing as we did before, find that hover. Inhale, extend the leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, reach it up and back. And then exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow to hover. Inhale here. Exhale, lower it down just above the mat to the wrist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower to the wrist. Inhale, back up, press through the arms, last one. Exhale, lower to the wrist. Inhale, back up, and then exhale, hallelujah. Let's bring it down to the floor. So your left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere towards your right wrist. It can be all the way back, that's absolutely fine. You just want the shin crossing the mat. And again, just make sure that the hips are nice and even. You're either staying upright or starting to soften down onto forearms. Relax the shoulders. Allow your breath to start to slow down. I'm sure it started to pick up during that little core flow we had there. So just let the body relax into the shape. Maybe just take a moment to notice how this side feels compared to the last. Notice any new or changing sensations in the body. And again, just allowing your breath here to move you deeper into the pose. So with each exhale, you may be able to release any of that tension surrounding the muscles of the hip. So your breath is a powerful tool to allow you to do this, especially in deep stretches. We'll take one more round of breath. And then inhale, slowly lift up onto the hands. As you exhale, curl the back toes under, move your right knee forward. And then inhale, lift the knee completely and slide your left foot off the right side of the mat. Your left hand stays down, right arm reaches up. Either stay there or plant the back heel and lift your left foot up for more of a challenge. Keep reaching through the top fingertips, lift the hips up high. One more inhale. Exhale, drop the right hand, an option to take your one-legged vinyasa by keeping the leg lifted. Inhale, come through to your back bend. And then exhale, we'll meet in downward facing dog. And again, just easing out, making any small movements in your down dog, last downward facing dog of our practice here. And then whenever you're ready, just dropping the knees down to the floor, coming into your child's pose. Option to bend the elbows, bring the hands behind the back of the neck and then walk the elbows forward. So that will give you more of a stretch in the upper arms and the sides of the body. So we have been doing a bit of strengthening of the arms with all of those planks and chaturangas, so it can be quite a nice variation. Just try to make sure that both hips are evenly back towards the heels. And try and guide your breath into the back of the body. So each inhale, you're expanding the back of the body. Feel the back of the ribcage rise. And as you exhale, see if there's space to soften a little bit more. On your next inhale here, slowly reach the arms forward. We're going to come back up to all fours and then keep your hips directly over the knees. We're going to come down to a puppy pose, so we're opening through the chest. So just walk the hands forward and allow the chest to melt down towards the floor. So again, don't worry about how far you can come down here. You might just be staying on forearms. You might be able to bring your forehead down to the floor. And for some of you, if you are very open in the shoulders and the chest, then the chin can come down to the floor. Just make sure that you're not straining the neck. And again, just watching that your hips are more or less above your knees. So try to notice if they've started to sink back towards the heels. So it's not really a child's pose. We want to keep the hips nice and high. Try and keep your breath nice and steady. I know this can feel quite restrictive, but just do what you can. Each exhale, seeing if you can release into it a little bit more. This is really good for your shoulders. Take one more inhale. And then lifting the head up as you exhale, we're just going to soften all the way forward onto our fronts. So shuffling back a little bit if you need to. Slide your palms back so they come underneath the shoulders and then squeeze your elbows into your sides. We're going to lift up into a baby cobra. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Twice more. Inhale, lifting up, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lower down. This time as you inhale, you can use your palms a little bit to give you a little bit more lift. Roll the shoulders back, open through the chest. And then as you exhale, slowly soften forward once again. Inhale, we're going to press through the palms to come back through all fours. And then exhale, coming through to seated. So either cross the shins behind you or swing the legs to one side and just take a shuffle into the center of your mat. Extend the legs out in front of you, flex the toes back towards you. We're coming into a fold. So inhale, sweep the arms up high. And then exhale, softening forward, hinging from the hips. So if you'd rather have this as a more restorative fold, then feel free to really bend up through the knees. Try and flex the toes back towards you and push the heels towards the front of the room, even if the knees are bent. And then relaxing the shoulders. Again, breathe into the back of the body. So you're inhaling to expand the back of the rib cage. And as you exhale, see if you can soften a little bit more. So finding that release. One more round of breath. And then inhale, reach the arms up high. We're going to come into a little bit of a funny twist. So as you exhale, look over your right shoulder, bring the hands down to the mat behind you and just bend the elbows, but try to keep both hips on the floor. I know it feels weird, but it's really good for the lower spine. Inhale, reach the arms up, facing forward. And then exhale, other side. So hands come down over the left shoulder, bend the elbows, keep both hips on the floor. Inhale, reaching up, coming back through center. And exhale, slowly soften forward into your fold once again. We're just taking a few more rounds of breath here. And then whenever you're ready, coming all the way back up, reach the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, slowly one vertebra at a time, rounding all the way down to your back. When you arrive, hug the knees up and over the chest. Take a gentle rock from side to side, just easing out through the back body. Relax the shoulders. And then taking any other small movements or adjustments that you need here before you get nice and settled. So we are coming into our final relaxation, our Shavasana. So just preparing the body by making any last movements. And then really taking your time to find whatever position is going to suit you best today. So don't worry at all about what that might look like or what that's supposed to be. Just find something that feels good for you. And then when you found that shape, just allow the body to really sink into it. Allow any tension in the body to release. Unclenching the jaw, soften the space between the eyebrows. And just noticing any other areas that you can release into. Let all of your tension sink into the mat. And allow your awareness to come back to your breath. And just letting your breath return to its natural and comfortable rhythm and pace. Watch the breath journey in and out of the body. Watch the rise and the fall of the belly. And spend at least a few minutes here if you can. Let your body enjoy this pose, soaking up all the good energy that you've created in your practice. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please do feel free to leave any requests down below in the comments. I would also love to connect with you on my Instagram, so I will leave that in my bio. And finally, if you aren't subscribed to me, I would really appreciate it if you could do so, or drop me a like if you enjoyed the class. But if not, I am just happy to have you here. So thank you once again for practicing with me, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.